Stadium, currently 22 degrees, mostly sunny, just light winds maybe going southeasterly. Ball breaks and North Adelaide will get the first clearance. Bit of a scrubber kick there by Cummings, made for North Adelaide. Herbert, front position, didn't win that one. Savage knocking it forward. Quick hands in amongst it was Florence, but North Adelaide will come away with it, clearing ball
way
forward.
Too far out to score this time. It's going to lob 45 metres out. Through some hands, bouncing well off the tackle was Cumming. Another rebound. Now the pack will descend. Umpire letting it go. Let the lads sort it out. Hand pass comes out.
That one will absolutely do. Into the ruck now is Clifton for South Adelaide. Just mixing things up here early in the first. Quick take and a turn. Struggle defensively to start. Big leap out there. Couldn't quite take the mark was Clifton. Now with numbers, here's ducking and weaving was Cumming, and then
here comes Simpson. Simpson's in all sorts of trouble. Got the hand pass out, said the umpire. Edwards in trouble. He got the hand pass.
All up on that outer wing. Does eventually spill out, taken by Cummings. He'll drive it inside the 450. Good body work by Sanders. Just couldn't quite. Young has it though, and he'll drop it in short, and it's a well-measured kick just over the top of the head of Blishki. They've got chances now, and it landed in the lap of Paul, who snaps for goal. That is the perfect start now for North Adelaide.
They always have to be on target, but that extra pressure that the defender not only has to get the ball, but then not be caught holding with it. In theory, it's a 50-50 battle, but it's in stadium, the Panthers and the Double Blues. Just outside North Adelaide.
And Savage, Herbert tapped down, did work this time. Coming in there again, that'll be his 8th disposal for the game. 3 grabs at it, couldn't quite bring that down. Unlucky there by McDonald, and North Adelaide now will look to exit on that outer wing.
They've done all right with the clearances today, and they'll get this one through Woods. Kick, though, of no particular distance. In fact, didn't go 15, so rather than being a Roosters mark.
Get it out of there was Wadowitz. Does get it up. The fist comes down. Plenty of North Adelaide numbers around there. One of them being Samuel Cummings. Put it to the right spot. Everywhere right now is Hart. Just couldn't quite find his man, Gordon. Now North look to gather. Cummings very composed.
We're back in the middle. North have had a couple of clearances, but in the middle, I'm struggling to think of a North Adelaide win. Josh Casey runs around his man on the mark. Short kick. Not sure if it went 15, even if it was marked. Coming home of Teacher Gully, and for me, that is a heck of a drive, and no longer would be even further. But back in the middle. 2 goals, 3 for the season, 2 behinds last week, 2 goals, 1 so far today. North trying to move it out pretty quickly. So far, so good. Here comes the run and dash. This is Luteria.
Ball come back in. Savage will be first to it. Knocks it down. Knight dropped. Really big hit in there. Was fantastic. And then getting the ball back was Cumming. Ball comes out.
Inside 50s in this third quarter. North have the run, and they finally got a goal as reward for effort.
South, though, have still been dominant in midfield.
Which they'll do. Now the inboard kick. One-on-one contest. Tackle by Cumming on White creates the stalemate.
Right in the heart of McGain Stadium. Cumming wrestling for it. Ended up laying a tackle and then go and get his own footing in possession currently. Now they will Cumming sat for it and waited on the outside this time. Then gets his handball over to Murray. Murray and then linking up was Franco back to Cumming.
A cooling breeze coming through McGain Stadium at the moment. Savage, the tap. Run onto beautifully, though, by Cumming. He'll put it again at the top of the square. Well, there's a flyer at the side. The ball up.
Well, critical moment here. Herbert tap was excellent, and the run through. How was that? If you want to talk about drawn up from the training ground, Herbert to Cummings just blew through the pack, and the snap was excellent. Possession has swung back as well. Certainly not an insurmountable lead by any means, but 5 in a row on the trot would be all momentum pointing to the men in red. Right into the middle of McGain Stadium. Quick pickup was well done in there by Saunders. Must be holding the ball, it isn't. Spills out, there's numbers now. In ball comes to Rogers. Rogers now taking an attack.
We go to the 50-metre arc for North Adelaide. Spills to the back of the pack. First pickup is done beautifully by Captain Cumming. To the bounce, it sits. Easy as you like to Bleshki, who has...
Gives it back. Lowers the eyes was Luteria. Found Cummings. Kick that magnificent goal at the end of the third quarter. Asked players to come at him. And in doing so, perfect.
Get another one here. We're within a kick.
Absolutely. Would be game on, if it isn't already under your definition of game on, but the ball spilling to half-back.
The kick right over the back favours North. They've got the clearance and they are off to the races, courtesy of Captain Cumming. From 80 into the pocket at 45. That's a pinpoint pass with beauty to 1-2.
And taken out of the ruck quickly was Murray. Franco got it back to Cummings, who really is flexing his muscle in this second half. And they've worked it really nicely. That's a cleverly orchestrated kick as well. Cumming marks. Well done by Jude Hutchinson, pinned up against the line there.
Yeah, he and Rogers have been the ones racking up the tallies today. Sam Cumming with a high kick. Bit of a fly from the back from Saunders, but Rogers. Casey might care to disagree. From the stoppage, North with the intercept. Rogers, here's the chance for a seal. If it comes back enough, it's going to do it. Sam Cumming has led the way and has finished the job. His second, North's 11th.
One more week potentially. Ball goes up to half-back for South, for the Roosters, and Cummings there again. Arch just ducking and weaving and finding.
Coming your way as the season starts to build momentum. Numbers. Dickinson goes back. Cumming will come across the field looking for Saunders, who's got long legs. He looks a bit of a...
As the siren does sound here at McGain, and then more players drop. So the heat, thankfully, they can be alleviated of it now because...